West meets East American League action. We've got the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Tampa Bay Rays at Tropicana Field. Coming up on 2K Sports.
American League Baseball is what we're going to watch today, and the Tampa Rays trying to win one at home. Miguel Cabrera, an effective man at the plate. He can score, he can drive them in. Glad to have you join us. Tuesday night edition of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Starting will be Clay Buccholz. Steve, as he gets into this Angels lineup, what's he looking at?
There are times where this lineup can be a challenge for pitchers. With the quality stuff this right-hander has, though, if he's on top of his game today, he should be able to get the job done for his manager.
Now, the starting lineup, Mike Scioscia's offense looks like this.
Now, some kind of offense right here, star-studded lineup, and really great length and depth with guys that really can put the ball in play.
The rookie shortstop in. Lost in their last contest for the Angels. And we've seen a couple of weeks for this ball club where it's really been bad. 11-game losing streak.
Well, this has been one of those ugly stretches that a team endures throughout a season. Nothing's been going right for them of late, but you just have to suck it up and have some pride. This isn't going to get turned around in a day, but a good effort today toward a W.
Good cut fastball in there, 1-1. Certainly when you're losing like this, every team comes in and can't wait to play it.
Well, that's the thing you have to deal with mentally, knowing that teams are coming in with a boost of confidence, knowing how poorly you're playing. That's why you have to shut it down right now to get that W.
Outside for a ball, and it's 2-1.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
And he misses high. That'll run the count to 3-1.
Well, you've got to be careful right here. Look, you're down in the count 3-1. You just can't throw something in there and hope he gets himself out. This guy's too dangerous for that.
Steve, all you get's trouble when you do this, a leadoff walk.
Boy, how many times does the leadoff man end up scoring? Most of the time.
Now's a good time to take a quick look at how the Rays will be taking the field on defense. John, scouting anyone here?
Well, the guy that's putting up historic offensive numbers is Miguel Cabrera, but defensively, he's finally found a home at first base where he's comfortable, and it takes a lot off his mind as far as having to play outfield or the other infield positions. Put him at first base and let him hit. Miguel Cabrera is one of the best going.
Called strike. Buccholz takes it to 0-1.
This pitcher relies on the good movement from his cut fastball. What makes it exceptional is that movement comes very late and close to the plate.
Good cut fastball that time. He's in control with the count at 0-2. And it will take a lot of patience because of that movement you were talking about, Steve, to lay off that cutter.
Well, it's so difficult to do it because the pitch that starts over the plate can run in on your hands and make it very difficult to connect.
To right center. That's one away. Still settling into the season. Here's who the Rays will be facing. They wrap up this Los Angeles series tomorrow. They look to add to the woes of a team that is already reeling. The White Sox hosting that one. That is a 4-game road series. And they'll be taking on the Red Sox in that bat of David Ortiz. It's a team in a little bit of a slump lately. And quite a bit of time away from home for them over these next several games. Vaughn into the batter's box. One down, runner at first. Ball. And Buccholz misses. That one's going to be low.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location and, believe me, very difficult to hit.
The 1-0 pitch. Lost the grip on that cutter, and it's a 2-0 count. There's a swing and a drive deep to left field. Crawford's there. 2 away. And that will hold him at first.
Well, let's take a look at the Angels and where they ended up last year rank-wise in the American League. 7th in home runs, 7th in stolen bases, and they were in the top 10 in runs. An offense that was relentless, that ability to continue to put the pressure on the opposition and take pressure off their own pitching staff.
Salmon is the batter. Two outs and a man on first. Here's the pitch. And the pitch out. Nothing doing that time. Oh, and he takes off for second. And it's not in time, and he beats the throw. Now the 2-0 pitch. Cutter just misses, and he runs it to 3-0.
Well, 3-0 count right here. Hey, look, I'm giving the hitter the green light and letting him swing away to see if he can do some damage.
Lays off 3-0, and it's on the outside corner for a strike.
This is the go-to pitch for many pitchers in the major league. The fastball down and away. When in doubt, that's where you go.
Now the 3-1. That fastball is in there. He lays off it. Now at 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. This one's grounded foul wide of first. And here's the 3-2. Sharp slider. That's going to get out into the dirt for a ball.
Well, the hardest thing to do when you have an at-bat that lasts this long is sometimes you have a tendency to be impatient and chase one. Give the hitter a lot of credit. It was a close pitch, but he laid off of it to earn that walk.
And tomorrow afternoon, mark this one down, it's going to be Sean Figgins and the Los Angeles Angels as they take the trip to Tampa Bay to face the Rays. You can watch all the action starting at 4 o'clock Eastern. Two men on and 2 men out. Here's the pitch. Watches a changeup go by for strike 1.
A very effective pitch. The changeup painting the outside corner. Now you can go back hard in or go soft away again.
Here it comes. That is a strike 0-2. Garrett Anderson, he'll protect.
Look for the pitcher to try to expand the strike zone here. The hitter has to swing at anything close.
And that one gets popped way up behind the plate. And a look at that one, but can't come up with it. And another foul ball.
Well, you can tell right there that the batter is in protection mode. Anything close, he's just trying to put it in play. The fact that he fouled it off will keep this at-bat going.
And he gets under that one. And there's Santana for the 3rd out. So they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. And the Rays, their first chance coming up. Let's take a look at Anaheim's starter. Steve, as he gets in there against Tampa Bay, what are we looking for today?
This lineup should not be much of a problem for this righty on the mound today. He has some of the best stuff in the game, one of the elite pitchers. He should be able to go through them easily and retire outs.
Outside as Crawford takes it for a ball. Batting .274, lifetime against the Angels. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0. A win in their last contest for the Rays. And that was a big game for them, considering they lost games 1 and 2 of the series against the Orioles. Swings and misses at that fastball. Now it's 2-1. 7-run lead holds up. You expect it to.
Well, it really does. And the drubbing that the offense put on this team, that is what powered this victory.
Colon with the delivery. Halfway that time. It's a called strike anyway. 2-1. Well, obviously not the call they were fishing for, so we'll try it again.
Three and two.
Now the pitch to up the middle. Number 11. One away. The Rays lineup looks like this. Scouting Big John, who are we looking at today?
Well, you want to see a guy that's very lean but possesses unbelievable power, and that's Alexi Ramirez. Guy that can play the position as shortstop as good as anyone. Unbelievable throwing arm. But what you see with him at the plate is an unbelievably coiled swing that when he connects sends balls a long way.
Got a chance to check out the Angels. Let's see where they're positioning themselves on defense.
One of the areas this team really wants to try to make improvement is you take a look, ranked last in their division defensively, and they're going to have to tighten things up a little bit to try to improve this area of their team.
Fastball misses away. 1-0.
If you got a chance to see the last game, you realize nobody had an answer to get him out. Everything they threw up there, he picked up a hit with 4 base hits.
Now the 1-0 pitch. And he watches this one right down the middle. 1-1.
Well, the pitcher gets away with one right here. Fastball right down the heart of the plate. Batter just let it go by.
1-1 on the way. He takes a fastball for a strike. Now it's 1-2. Cano not fooled by that. Count is evened up. Cano's going to foul it away. There's a ground ball. Grich. 2 away. Here's a look at the teams that drummed up the extra base hits last year. Our State Farm leaderboard. Number 1, the Blue Jays. The Red Sox in second. In third, the Yankees. The Twins fourth. And at number 5 on the list, the Rays.
Well, anytime you have a whole team of guys who can hit for extra bases, it makes the defense spread out so much, and it gives you room to do other things. This team is great at it, one of the best in the league last year, just hitting the balls in gaps, hitting the ball over the wall, and that's why they score so many runs, because they're always in scoring position.
First pitch was a strike. 0-1 now.
Well, that two-seam fastball down and away. It's awfully tough to center that ball and make solid contact. That time he couldn't even make any contact.
Fastball. Whoa. There's a wake-up call.
Oftentimes a pitch like this, in on the plate, backing the hitter up, is a setup pitch for the next one to go away. Let's see if he throws it there.
The 1-1. That's inside. Hamilton watches it. He hit .333 last year against the Angels. And Colon sends the 2-1 pitch. Here's the pitch. There's a swing. Line drive. Center field. Base hit. Gets it down. That's our first hit of the game.
Let's take a peek back to last season and what Josh Hamilton did and how he ranked. First in batting average, first in slugging percentage, and patience and batting average paid off. His on-base percentage good for second best in the league. That willingness to find any way he could to get on base and help his team.
Hamilton's your runner at first base.
Ball one.
This is a low and away pitch for ball one.
Well, hitters know those two-seam fastballs down on the way turn into ground ball out, so they lay off of it, but with 2 strikes, it's a pitch you have to swing at.
Here's the 1-0 from Cologne. And he looks at a fastball in there, 1-1.
Gary, I think he decided that was a pitch he needed to take as soon as it came out of his hand. Just can't handle that fastball up and away.
Here's the pitch. Good looking fastball. Called the ball though, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Line shot into center field. And Cabrera's got himself a hit. League leaders in on-base percentage last year, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, Miguel Cabrera. Josh Hamilton is second. In the third spot, Joe Mauer. Paul Konerko fourth. And it's Robinson Cano fifth best.
In order to score runs, you have to get base runners, and these guys understand that. They find ways to get on. They'll take a hit. They'll get hit by a pitch. They'll take a walk. They'll do whatever they have to do to get on base and lead to a run scored.
Ground ball, Morneau. Throws to first, side is retired. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. We're scoreless, Tampa Bay. And for those of you catching up with us, hi, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Strike one. Buccholz got him to swing 0-1.
Gotta love that location down and away, and with that kind of movement, not many guys are going to put it in play.
He delivers.
Ball.
Good patience. Troy Gloss lets it go by for a ball and an even count. Good time to call for that changeup. 1-2. Gloss hits the ground ball. That one goes foul. And Buccholz with a 1-2 delivery. Fastball in there, called third strike, 1 out.
It's the best pitch in baseball. The fastball down and away. If you can master that, you can be successful. He's successful.
And Benji Molina up. Base is empty with 1 away. Swings and grounds this one foul, wide of third. Strike 2, and Molina will be careful here to protect.
Got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now. Driving in runs, hit a big shot last game out there, and got to have some confidence coming into today.
The pitch. Liner towards the hole. And he pulls into first base with that base hit. There's one down here.
Well, he waited for that one to get deep in the zone, and he put a good swing on it. Now, with one out, let's see if they try to move him along.
And Edmonds settles in. Last year, he picked up no hits, had 3 at-bats off the Rays here at Tropicana. One out, man on first. The pitch from Buccholz. Cut fastball in the dirt for a ball. Ready with a 1-0. Mama, big hack at that one, but a 1-1 count. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's 2-1.
Good action on that cut fastball down in the zone. Hitter just laid off.
The 2-1 pitch. Cutter misses that time, and it's 3-1.
Well, this is your dream when you're in the on-deck circle before you go into the batter's box. If you can get the count to 3-1 and in your favor, you know you have the upper hand.
And on that one, he's not going to get the call, so he will issue the walk.
Well, the pitcher's got to get his radar back in the strike zone right now if he wants to continue through this inning.
Snow has a turn in the box. Runners on first and second with one out. Here's the delivery. Cutter just misses. 1-0. The 1-0 now. 1-0 pitch, change up in there. 1-1.
Well, the change up right there hit a good spot. You want to keep that down in the zone, so even if they swing at it, it stays in the ballpark.
1-1 is a cutter that misses. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Bends that one a little too much. That curveball in the dirt. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And that should be a single. Molina's trying for the plate. And Molina comes home.
Well, you love the approach right there. He didn't try to do too much. Wasn't trying to be the hero. Just get that RBI and get that first run on the board.
Two men on, one out. Here's a swing and a liner to left center. It gets down, and that's going to drive in Edmonds.
Okay, the defense needs to stop right now. They need to put up an out here. This offense just has been relentless this inning.
One out with runners at first and second. The first pitch. And Buccholz is wide that time. That's going to be a ball.
Well, any hitting coach will tell you you can't hit that good high fastball, especially if it's out of the strike zone. It's a pitch you have to lay off of, make him bring it down to give yourself a chance.
At the belt, the 1-0. Ground ball, Bautista. And another hit. They're really gunning right now. And he'll come in to score. Anaheim, they're continuing. The bats are hot.
Well, they need a big out right here, Gary. I mean, they're giving up some runs in this inning. They need to get outs right now just, again, to show that they can get them.
Vaughn into the batter's box. Steve, we've seen them continue to charge it up at the plate, and it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped.
Boy, so many quality at-bats for this offense. The pitcher has to make a pitch here and slam this door shut, or this could get away from him.
First pitch, and it's fouled off. Steve, absolutely right. They can't afford to give up too many more here. This thing's going to disappear from them.
And from the offense's perspective, hey, if they're making a mistake.
Oh, and there they go.
Strike two.
Oh, man, the double steal worked as he beat the throw. The pitch from Buccholz. Cutter called strike 3. He knew it, too. 2 down.
Here's the cutter coming at you.
Well, you can tell he was fooled on that pitch. He didn't recognize it, came right across the heart of the plate, and he didn't even swing at it.
Yeah, John, he was looking for something else.
Now, he very well might have been, but there's just no excuse to let a pitch like that go by with 2 strikes.
Runners at second and third and 2 down. Ball. First pitch is a cutter that drops low, 1-0.
This cut fastball is a very effective pitch for this guy because it allows him to set up all of his other pitches.
The 1-0 pitch. 1-0 pitch. That's a cutter in there, 1-1. He sends this one in the air towards center. And he's there to retire the side. We get that early spark. A lot of runs now to defend that lead. The Angels on top, 3-0. So Adam Jones leading it off. Colon with the delivery. Takes a swing at that fastball. Can't connect. 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss, and he falls behind 0-2. A line drive toward short. Number 11. And Jones set down.
Looking back to last year, let's check out where the Tampa Bay Rays ranked in the American League. First in stolen bases, second in triples, and it's all about offense. When you're going to try to win ball games, you got to score runs. And third in the league in runs scored really shows that offense is a real asset for their team.
Lined right at the second baseman. And Bautista set down. And Santana's in the box. Two outs, bases empty. Just missed with the fastball, 1-0. Line towards second, and that one's put away to retire the side. Not a lot of action in this half inning, nothing on. No runs yet for Tampa Bay. Beautiful night indoors, Tropicana, off to the west where you can see a bit of the moon out there. Here's Anderson's first look. Called strike. Buccholz takes it to 0-1.
The hitter thought that ball was inside. It certainly wasn't low, and it looks like it was in there.
The pitch. That is a strike. 0-2. Garrett Anderson, he'll protect. And Santana sets up his target. And he swings and hits this one foul. And he fouls another one off.
But when a pitcher throws a pitch out there 0-2, you're expecting him to get a ground out or a strikeout. But this guy just reaches out, puts it in play, defensive swing to keep this thing going.
And Buccholz misses. That one's going to be low.
Good action on that cut fastball down in the zone. Hitter just laid off.
On the way. Strike three, Garrett Anderson right through it on that swing.
He chases the breaking ball for strike three right there. You got to lay off it.
It's going to be Gloss now. The career batting average for him, 241 off Tampa Bay. One out, nobody on. And the first pitch. Called strike. Buccholz takes it to 0-1.
He throws that cut fastball up and into the hitter. Kind of surprised him. He couldn't offer at it.
Good patience. Troy Gloss lets it go by for a ball and an even count. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And that's a base hit. Gloss on board. And that'll bring up Benji Molina.
Well, that's all you can ask your hitter to do. Find a way to get on base, and he does with one out. That base hit right there. A little bit of momentum. Let's see if they can move him around and possibly score a run.
Singleton scored his last time around. Gloss is the runner at first base. First delivery to Molina. Called strike. Buccholz takes it to 0-1. Good patience there. Benji Molina letting it go. Count is even. 333, a 2 for 6 last year against the Rays here in Tampa. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swinging and a miss, and it's now 1-2. He deals. And Benji Molina misses for strike 3.
Got him to chase that ball down and away. Good pitch. Not real good execution by the hitter.
And Edmonds settles in.
Now coming into this game, he's got to have some confidence because he picked up 2 hits last time out, so got to be seeing the ball pretty well.
A runner on first with 2 outs. And he takes that curveball for a strike 0-1. Solid batting average lifetime, .341 off the Rays. Here's the 0-1 pitch by Buccholz.
1-1.
Breaking ball, drops low, 1-1.
The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone, then fall out of the strike zone. He couldn't get him to fish for that one, though.
Up and away that time for ball 2. Now the 2-1. Changeup misses, and it's 3-1.
Well, you've got to be careful right here. Look, you're down in the count 3-1. You just can't throw something in there and hope he gets himself out. This guy's too dangerous for that.
Line to deep left field. And Crawford puts that away to retire the side. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. And we'll see the Rays coming up next. And it's Alexei Ramirez now to lead it off. That one's drilled to short. And so Ramirez retired. 1 away.
Now this shortstop makes it look easy, but there's nothing easy about that. Those hard line drives often are like knuckleballs coming at him, but he made the play.
And it's Kyle Crawford at the plate.
4th straight appearance in the All-Star game for Carl Crawford. He's become one of these guys that you'll see in the Midsummer Classic for years to come.
Here's Crawford's first look. Swung on and ripped towards second. 2 retired here. Here's a look at the league leaders at the plate last season, brought to you by State Farm.
I mean, look at these hitters. They're really the guys with the most versatility, the ability to drive the ball to left field, to right field, and hit the fastball, the curveball, the slider. There's really not a pitch these guys can't hit.
Chance here comes with 2 away for Robinson Cano. Grounded out last time. And Cano ready for the first pitch. That's down and in for a ball, 1-0. Average for him last season, .433 against the Angels. Colon with the delivery. Fastball low, 2-0.
Well, that's the pitch you want for the ground ball out. That 2-seam fastball at the bottom of the strike zone. Just couldn't quite catch the plate. Good eye by the hitter.
Swung on and fouled away. And Cano works that count to 3-1. And the fastball is over. 3-2 now.
Well, that's a hitter's pitch right there. Fastball right down the heart of the plate. He didn't swing. Swing the bat. Come on.
Payoff pitch coming. Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. No runs, no hits, no one left on. The Rays unable to get on the board. End of the order, ready to do some work at the plate. Snow up now. He's going to get us started here in the 4th. And the first pitch. The pitch from Buccholz, too high. That will be a call ball. Here's the 1-0. Line towards third and foul. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And Jones takes care of that one. One away. Cleanup man in the box again. Singled home a run in his last at bat. Base is empty, one out. First pitch, here it comes. Swung on, that is hit, and Cano picks it up in time for the out. It's going to be Grich. He singled in his last at bat. Two outs and nobody on. Here's the first pitch. Swing, liner, back up the middle. And in there, he's 2 for 3 today.
Well, anytime you can get a guy on base who can steal bases, it puts so much pressure on the opponent. Let's see if they can get him around to score a run.
Vaughn into the batter's box. Big things can happen anytime he steps in that batter's box. Vaughn into the batter's box. Called out on strikes in his last appearance. 2 outs and a man on first. And here's the first one. Pitch out. Nothing doing, though. In there from Jimenez, 1-1.
When in doubt, go down and away. He throws the slider exactly where he wants to. Tough pitch to hit.
And Santana spotting the pitch to right center. And that's a base hit. Gets down in front of him. Boy, they've opened the door. Can Anaheim go through it?
That's textbook base running right there. As he's approaching second base, he picks up the third base coach, gets the sign to keep on coming, and now they got runners at the corners.
2 men on, 2 men out. And the first pitch. Good pitch from Jimenez. Swung on and missed. The pitch. He's at 0-2. He watched that fastball that was in there.
Well, the pitcher gets away with one right here. Fastball right down the heart of the plate. Batter just let it go by.
Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball. 1-2.
Well, you saw the catcher right there setting up inside, and the pitcher just missed off the plate. Still a pretty good pitch, though.
Swings, hits this one in the air down the right field line. That's in there. Should score the runner. Just kind of lean in, Steve, and slap that thing the other way in that kind of pitch.
Well, you can't pull that pitch. If you do, it's going to be a ground ball to short. You want to punch it to right field. He's one of the best at doing it.
Garrett Anderson, a couple on and 2 away. Steve, we've seen them continue to charge it up at the plate, and it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped.
That last hit puts a little bit more daylight in this lead right now, Gary. They keep tacking on early.
Here's Anderson's first look. Anderson swings, misses, count is even. Not a comfortable lead yet, but it's an early statement.
Well, it's a statement that says, you know what? We're going to score some runs for our guy and putting pressure on the opposition's offense.
And Jimenez tries inside. That'll go for a ball. And now Anderson has worked it in his favor. 3-1. He's 2 for 3 lifetime off Ubaldo Jimenez. Here's the pitch. 3-1, a fastball that's by him. 3-2. And he missed ball 4. That's going to load the bases.
Well, you just saw a great deal of plate discipline right there on the hitter. Maybe a little fatigue on the pitcher's part. They're not used to throwing that many pitches in one at bat, but the hitter wins it and gets that base on balls.
Bases are loaded with 2 down. First one to Gloss starts as a B. That one's wide as Jimenez misses. Well, Troy Gloss might be swinging out of his shoes. A chance for the big salami right here.
Well, no place to put Gloss right now. They've got to bring it over the plate, and he can do some serious damage.
Pauses, and now the 1-0. Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0. Facing each other just a couple of times last year. 0 for 2 against Jimenez. Slider low and in the dirt. Good block there by the catcher. Here's the pitch. Now Gloss has that count at 3-1. Pick a location, go after it.
Well, he gets the strike, and it was just a get-me-over pitch right there. He better not throw that same pitch on 3-1, though.
Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. This one to Jones. And there's the 3rd out. So they scratch across a run. 3 hits and a couple left on. Some cushion for the Angels. A 4-run lead. Things will start getting difficult with the 3rd man in the order lurking ahead. Here's Josh Hamilton leading it off. He's 1 for 1 so far. Hamilton gets set. Here's the delivery. A swing line to left center. And he gets it down. He's 2 for 2 now. He's going to try to stretch it.
Let's take a peek back to last season at what Josh Hamilton did and how he ranked. First in batting average, first in slugging percentage, and patience and batting average paid off. His on-base percentage good for 2nd best in the league. That willingness to find any way he could to get on base and help his team.
No outs, runner on second. And he starts Cabrera out. Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike.
Look, Gary, the way this is going so far here in the 4th, I mean, they do have 3 hits. So they've had a couple of base runners, but I think that because they're not mounting hit after hit, they may have to put some plays on to get the runners moving.
0-1. Cologne kicks and delivers. Slide to right. And Cabrera's got himself a hit. Good offensive chance here.
Perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside, go the other way. No outs, and the corners are covered. Cologne with the delivery. Slider misses badly with it. 1-0.
That's a tough pitch for a hitter. That breaking ball that he's burying toward the back foot, tough to lay off.
That one fouled off by Morneau. Slider just off the black that time. 2-1. He had 4 hits and 13 ABs last year off the Angels. And Cologne sends the 2-1 pitch down the left field line, and it gets through. Morneau knocking in the run.
What more do you need to see? Now you have to question his confidence. Giving up 3 straight hits. Not much going right out there at this point. Well, he's found himself in quite a predicament right here on the mound, Gary.
Well, looks like he'll have his little work cut out here because he's got a lead to protect and a little wiggle room with 2 on.
Well, you're right, Gary. He does have the wiggle room, but he wants to try to limit the damage. Throw strikes, keep it on the ground.
2 men in scoring position, still no one out. And the pitch to Jones. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
Well, looking for a bounce-back performance today. Some disappointment after last game, striking out twice.
Cologne with the delivery. Second pitch, waves at the fastball, and suddenly it's strike 2.
He gets 2 quick strikes on the hitter, but he can't be too selective now. He's got to go right at him.
Big swing and a miss for Adam Jones. That'll send him back. Strike 3.
This pitch has a little life to it at 84 on the gun. It's some pretty good movement.
Fantastic piece of pitching to get that out, John.
Well, that's the part of pitching you love. He's looking for a fastball. He's expecting a fastball, and then just drop one right off the table. What a pitch.
And Jose Bautista's up. Lifetime 231 off the Angels. Runners on second and third, 1 down. First pitch on the way. Swings and misses at the fastball, 0-1.
Well, that 2-seam fastball down and away. It's awfully tough to center that ball and make solid contact. That time he couldn't even make any contact.
Oh and 1. Cologne kicks and delivers. Down the line and right. And that one to fall in, and the run will score. And Morneau comes home. Tampa Bay, just ride these bats as long as you can. So 2 runs in on that hit. Let's take a look now at the play and how it affected the win expectancy here.
Nice piece of hitting right there. He manages to drive that high 0-1 pitch for a base hit. Good patience, good pitch recognition.
Sure looked like the hitter decided he wasn't going to get behind 0-2. He was going to wail.
He was aggressive, no question about it. Got a pitch he could handle. He took advantage.
1 out. Runner on at first. Here's the delivery. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. Anderson will field as he gets to it for the out. On tap for the Angels. Tomorrow they wrap up this Tampa Bay series. They kick off a homestand with the Blue Jays. Boy, there's some great competition in that set of games. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then they stay home for the next series, the Cleveland Indians. Lots of home games. That's always a good thing. And a runner on for Alexei Ramirez. And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. First pitch, and he misses the fastball. Strike one. Oh and 1. Cologne kicks and delivers. And Alexei Ramirez watches that one go by. Count is now even.
Well, this broke a little bit too much out of the zone right here for a ball, but he's got to bring it back in. Rein that thing in a little bit.
Oh,
1-1 pitch. Fastball. That's going to be low. 2-1. Now a 3-1 count. Alexei Ramirez has got to like that. That's in his favor. A career .268 hitter against the Angels. That misses. Ball 4. Potential tying run now at second.
Good eye by the hitter there, laying off that low ball, understanding below the knees, take it.
That brings Carl Crawford up.
Now, 2 outs in the inning, you don't want to give a free pass. Make them earn it. As long as you keep it in the ballpark, it doesn't hurt you, but that walk can come back to haunt you.
Two down. Runners at first and second. Here's Crawford's first look. Swinging a drive. Deep left center. Here's Bautista heading home. And he scores. That is the tying run. And Ramirez scores too. Refuel, reload, keep on going. This offense right now is on fire. Here's what that double's done for the win expectancy graph.
They need to get an out right now. I mean, this offense just has kept the pressure on them. They need to regroup and get an out.
With the runner on second, here's Robinson Cano. You know, Steve, they needed to take the lead, and they've come through just as we thought they might. See how this plays out.
Well, you have to credit this lineup, Gary. Some quality at-bats right now and taking advantage of the opportunities, and now they have a lead.
That one swung on, hit in the air deep to left field. And the end of the half inning as Edmonds makes the play. Boy, a manager loves to see this. They strike for an enormous inning. Tampa Bay, a brand new lead to take to the next half inning. And it's Molina at the plate. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch, here it comes. That one's wide as Jimenez misses. Here's the 1-0.
Strike one.
The 1-1 pitch. That one's on the ground, but he gets it in front of him. The 2-1 pitch. And Benji Molina with a swing and a miss for a strike, evens that one up. And Benji Molina misses for strike 3.
Well, when the pitcher hits his spots and he sets you up for this pitch, it makes it very difficult. He swung right over the top of it and just couldn't make contact.
And Edmonds settles in. He has hit extremely well, going .500 against Ubaldo Jimenez. One out, nobody on. The pitch from Jimenez.
Ball.
Too far outside, 1-0.
Well, Ubaldo Jimenez in 2010 gave National League hitters an absolute fit. What an unbelievable season. 15 wins by the All-Star break. He had a phenomenal season and cemented himself as one of the elite pitchers in baseball.
Swinging a liner to left. And the catch by Crawford. Jimenez, as John was talking about, with a great season, saw the wins go down in the second half. Still finished with a very solid 2.88 ERA.
You know, Gary, he has great stuff. Top 200 strikeouts again, 214 total. Best career season for him. And for me, a guy that has great deception in his delivery and some of the best stuff you're going to see.
Here's the first one. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0.
Well, you can see what he's doing. He's just pulling that ball away from him, trying to overthrow it, and he can't seem to find the strike zone. He has to be able to rein that thing in right now.
A swing and a drive deep into left field. Back to the wall. Gone. Goodbye home run. And they're happy to tie that one up. Back to an even ball game with that solo shot. Now let's take a look at how that home run affects things on the WPA chart.
Well, he looked like he got the pitch in his wheelhouse and he just drove it out of the ballpark.
When you get behind in a ball game, you want to get back early, get your mental set back, and they've done that.
Now this inning isn't over yet. They have a chance to still tack on some more runs. I credit this lineup for the Angels getting back in this game. Now it's a tie game and one more big hit, and they're going to be looking back at the opponent.
Base is empty with 2 outs. And Santana spotting the pitch. Swing, shoots this one towards the gap, right center. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. He's heading for third. And he'll stop at third. That's a 3-bagger.
Well, the one thing you never want to do is make the last out at third base to end an inning, but he was able to get in there with that great speed just in time.
2 outs, 190 feet from scoring at third. First pitch, a line drive towards short. And a run comes home.
Well, he's having a heck of a day so far. It's his third hit of the game in this one. They just can't seem to find an answer for him.
Vaughn into the batter's box. Boy, we have seen this offense building momentum, Steve, and what a time of the ball game to do it.
You know, Gary, that at-bat we just saw could prove to be the most critical at-bat in this ball game as they've now taken the lead.
Could be one of those situations that decides the ball game. Right now it looks like their offense is ready to start clicking. Runner on first, 2 away. Now the first pitch. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And Crawford puts that away to retire the side. So they strike for 2 runs, and that gives them the lead. LA's got the lead now. And here's Josh Hamilton leading it off. He doubled and scored in his last trip to the plate. Colon with the delivery. Fastball just misses. 1-0. The 1-0 now. That one fouled off by Hamilton. Can't make contact on that fastball. 1-2.
Now, if you didn't get a chance to see his last game, he picked up a couple of RBIs in that one. Swing of the bat.
The 1-2 from Cologne.
Foul ball.
And it's fouled away. Hamilton isn't fooled by that pitch, and the count is evened up. Two-two pitch.
You're out.
And Josh Hamilton swings right through that pitch for strike 3.
Well, credit the pitcher right there. Good 2-strike pitch down and away. Not much he could have done with that, even if he had made contact.
And it's Miguel Cabrera now.
Oh, with John Lackey leaving the Angels via free agency, they needed someone to step up and become the ace of the staff and the leader. And Jared Weaver has done that. Still a young pitcher as far as years go in the major leagues. He has stepped up and taken over a leadership role for a young pitching staff.
One out, bases empty. And he starts Cabrera out. Swinging and a high drive. That's to deep right center field. He heads all the way back to the warning track and gets the out. Jared Weaver, sometimes you make a little change and it makes a world of difference. Not exactly a little change, but he added a two-seamer to his repertoire, and that is seemingly making a very big difference.
I remember watching him in college, and I thought he's going to be an effective major league pitcher, but a sinker slider guy. You know, a lot of ground ball outs. The strikeout totals amaze me. He led the major leagues in strikeouts with 233. I didn't see that coming, getting a lot of swings and misses on that breaking pitch.
Oh, 0-1. Weaver kicks, deals.
Ball.
Good patience as Justin Morneau lets it go by for a ball to even the count. 4 for 18 lifetime against Weaver. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he looks at a fastball in there, and it's 1-2 now.
The pitcher showing that he can effectively throw strikes on the inside part of the plate. The hitter now has to make an adjustment, possibly opening up for that pitch next time.
He delivers. And this is popped up on the left side. And that'll do it as Gloss puts it away. And a good half inning there, gone in short order in this one. The Angels 6, Rays 5. Heat of the lineup coming to the plate. Salmon settling in. He's going to get us started here in the 6th. Here's the first pitch. Swings at that fastball and misses. 0-1.
Boy, that's some kind of fastball down in the zone right there. The hitter has to be ready for it or he's got no chance to hit it.
Ubaldo Jimenez ahead on the 0-2 count. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
It seemed like he made it easy. 3 pitches, big strikeout.
Can't get rid of a guy any quicker than that. Only took 3 and he's gone. And it's Garrett Anderson. 18 years as a major leaguer. Congrats. Base is empty with one away. The pitch from Jimenez.
Strike one.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, the hitter lays off this pitch realizing you can't do much. When you get that kind of four-seam fastball down and away, it's tough to hit.
Catcher gets a hold of that one in the dirt. Good spot for the changeup that time. 1-2. Fastball got him 2 down.
I'll tell you what, it's straight, but it's hard. 98 miles per hour.
Good job of keeping him guessing by changing speeds out there.
And boy, John, you saw the effect of that swing. He wasn't even in the same time zone.
But going from off speed to a heater like that is never easy, and even guys that make the big bucks have a hard time adjusting.
And Troy Gloss is up. 1 hit, 6 at-bats against Jimenez. First one to Gloss starts as AB. The 0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike. Swing, hot shot. And that'll bring up Benji Molina.
Well, the inning is never over with this team. 2 outs, they get that guy on first base with that big hit. Another guy gets on base. This could set up a big rally.
Gloss is the runner at first base. First pitch on the way. Good pitch from Jimenez. Swung on and missed. Here's the pitch. Swing and a hot shot. Fielded by Ramirez. Throws on to first. Side is retired. No runs on a base hit. They leave 1 man on at first. And we'll see the Rays coming up next. So Adam Jones leading it off. Weaver sets, throws. Swing and a rocket toward short. And he makes the catch. 1 down. State Farm leaderboard. Look at the teams with the most runs produced from last year's season. The Yankees #1. The Red Sox 2nd. The Rays 3rd. 4th spot, Rangers. And we've got the Twins, who are #5.
Well, this is a pitcher's dream when you have an offense like this on your side. You know you're going to get a ton of runs. You don't have to be so precise. You can let runs score because you know your offense is going to pick you up. The good thing about this team is they like to score runs. They like to score them early in the game. That gives your team a lot of confidence.
Slider just misses. 1-0.
You know, guys, the home run total was impressive for Jose Bautista in the 2010 season. But think about 4 months where he hit double digits in home runs. Most guys go a whole year without hitting double digits in homers.
And that's a curve called for a strike. Counted even at 1. Talking about the home runs for Bautista, May, July, August, and September, 11 or more each of those months.
How about the home run leader for the season not participating in the All-Star game or the home run derby? I suspect he's going to be on people's minds a little more this season.
One-two pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a breaking ball. 2 down.
All right, chases the breaking ball for strike 3 right there. You got to lay off it.
And Santana's in the box. Base is empty and 2 down. And here's the first one. Had a big rip at that one and falls behind 0-1.
Looking to build offensively off his last game where he had a couple of RBIs and trying to carry that into this one as well.
Pitch in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a liner. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. And a 1-2-3 inning for Jared Weaver. At the end of the 6th inning. Another chance for the leadoff hitter coming up in the inning. And Edmonds settles in. The pitch from Jimenez.
Strike one.
Swing and a miss, but he was right on it. 0-1. The pitch.
Ball.
Fastball misses low that time. 1-1.
Oh, it's a great fastball right there, down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
Frozen on the changeup, and it's 1-2 now.
Now, Gary, the pitcher pulled the string on this one. It looks like a fastball, and then it just dies out as it gets to the plate. Good late movement.
Fastball swung out and missed, struck him out, 1 away.
I'll tell you what, it's straight, but it's hard. 98 miles per hour.
And I think last couple of pitches he faced, it didn't seem like he was ready for that fastball.
Yeah, he got some off-speed pitch the previous pitch, but you should be able to expect to get the bat on that heater, especially with 2 strikes.
One out, nobody on. Here's the first pitch. First pitch way out of the zone, ball 1.
Well, anytime one of your middle relievers throws over 45 pitches, you got to wonder how much more he has left. Might want to get someone else up out there.
The 1-0 pitch. 1-0 is a fastball that runs away, 2-0. Here it comes. Swung on, a fly ball heading towards the corner and right. It's back towards the wall, and he still puts it away. Number 3 slot up again here. Last time up, he tripled and scored. Two outs and nobody on. And Santana spotting the pitch. Headed for the middle. A 1-2-3 inning. Ubaldo Jimenez. Time to get up and move. We're in Tampa. And it's Alexei Ramirez now to lead it off. And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. Swing and a liner to right center. And he'll take an extra base on this one. It's rolling towards the wall.
Well, these kind of hits right here, a double with no outs to start an inning, really puts the pitcher at a disadvantage and puts a lot of added pressure on that pitcher. Now a single can bring home a run.
And now a chance to see where Alexei Ramirez ended up in the rankings last season offensively. 9th in stolen bases, 13th in batting average with runners in scoring position, and he was a hit machine last year, ranked in the top 15 in hits, showing that great eye-hand coordination to put the ball in play.
Second base occupied. Nobody out yet. Here's Crawford's first look. That swung on, hit on the ground. One away. Batting, Robinson Cano. Chance here to capitalize for the Rays. One out with a runner at second. And Cano ready for the first pitch. That's one. On to second. Safe there. Not enough time to pull two. Now State Farm gives us a look at the hit leaders from last year. Ichiro number 1. Robinson Cano is second. Third is Adrian Beltre. Fourth spot's held by Michael Young. Fifth best, Josh Hamilton.
Well, if you want to see a lot of hits, watch these two guys here today. Last season, 2 of the top batters in all of baseball with the ability to get hits. And that's what these guys do. They put the ball in play. They give themselves up when they have to shorten their swing, take a more defensive stroke. But they always seem to be on base via the base hit.
The 1-0 now. Got the bat on that. Anderson's there. That'll do it as they put that one away. So they pick up a hit but leave a man at second and fail to score. The Angels still out in front. And if you just joined us, our broadcast of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. I'm Gary Thorne. Here's the first pitch. Ball. It's taken for a ball. Bottom dropped out of that pitch on Jimenez.
Now, if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
Here's the 1-0. Lets the 1-0 pitch go by. 1-1.
Now that he's established the bottom of the strike zone, it gives him so many options. He can go to the breaking ball or climb the ladder with another fastball.
1-1 pitch. That's on the outside corner. 1-2.
He looked like he was ready to swing that time at the plate, Gary, but he must have been looking for a different pitch as that fastball just paints the outside corner.
The 1-2 pitch. Trying to get him to chase the fastball away. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Slider just about had him. 3-2 count.
Now, if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
Here's the payoff pitch. You're out. Strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 away.
He's got some real giddy up on the fastball today. It's got that good late action in the zone. That's his 5th strikeout on the fastball.
Vaughn into the batter's box. Flew out last time. Nobody on base. 1 away. The first pitch. And it's 0-1. Jimenez gets him looking.
Well, the hitter must have thought that was either going to go too far out of the zone or too high. He takes the pitch, but it's a strike.
That's upstairs for a ball. 1-1.
Well, that pitch right there just seemed to get away from the pitcher, took off on him. Looked like he tried to overthrow that a little bit.
He watches the 1-1 pitch, takes a fastball, strike 2. Fastball, that's well off the plate. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning.
That's how you use your fastball, using it very effectively. 2 consecutive punch-outs.
Salmon is the batter now. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. Two outs, base is empty. First pitch to him. Fastball is high, 1-0. There's a called strike of the knees, 1-1.
Better to go after the fastball when a guy has quality secondary pitches. Even though it's down to the zone, you've got to swing at that.
The 1-1. Sharp bite to that slider, 1-2. And he watches that one travel down, 2-2.
Well, this curveball just drops right off the table. It's a good pitch. Give the hitter credit for not chasing.
Curveball, that tied him up in knots. Swung on and missed. Side retired. And they go quietly offensively in this half inning. Nothing across. Here come the Rays. This is their chance in their half of the 8th. And here's Miguel Cabrera to lead it off. Weaver sets, throws. There's a swing and a liner towards first. And that's going to be a base hit. Tying run is on.
We talk about a guy who's swinging it right now as good as anybody. That's his 3rd hit of the ball game thus far. Let's see if this can mount a rally with nobody out.
It is Justin Morneau.
When you're looking to try to get something going, to manufacture runs, bringing in a guy who can run can be absolutely critical and beneficial.
This is a great opportunity here with a hit. Ellsbury, the runner at second. Weaver sets, throws. Ground ball, Morneau. One away. Now State Farm takes a look at who had the most triples last year.
Well, these sorts of speedy players really allow teams to score runs in a different way. They don't have to wait for the 3-run home run. They don't have to wait for that ball hitting the gap. They can manufacture runs with their speed.
And it's Adam Jones. Chance here to capitalize for the Rays. And on third, 1 out. And the pitch to Jones. And it's 0-1. Weaver gets him looking.
He has great rotation on his breaking ball right here, and he hits the perfect spot. The hitter just gave up on it.
Pitch on the way. Couldn't pull the trigger in time. He's behind 0-2. Jones grounds it. And through. It is a base hit. And it's tied up. The tying run crosses the plate. That hit knocks in a run. We take a look at the win expectancy graph.
He tries to sneak one down and in to get the strike 3 call, but he fights it off. Outstanding job at the plate.
And that is so demoralizing for a pitcher. You work so hard to get ahead in the count, and then you give up a base hit. Runner at first with one down. Weaver sets, throws.
Ball.
Outside as Bautista will take it for a ball.
Well, that's a quality offensive approach. They fell behind, but they didn't panic. They didn't try to do too much. And they were able to get guys on and get them in. And now they've tied it up in the 8th.
Ball.
And that's a ball. Weaver too far outside. Ball 3. Well, now you know 3 balls. Bautista can be very selective. Last season 0 for 3 off Weaver. He swings and nails a liner. And in there, second hit for him in the ball game in his 4th plate appearance.
Let's take a peek back now at how Jose Bautista performed last season. First in walks, first in home runs. And he was an RBI machine, ranking 3rd in the league in RBIs, getting the job done in the clutch and driving in some key runs for his team.
Wearing the collar thus far. Here's the first pitch to Santana. Line drive fouled off towards first. Oh and 1. Percival kicks and delivers. And Carlos Santana lets it go by. Count is even. He delivers. Takes a swing at that fastball. Doesn't get to it. 1-2. A smash between short and third. Gets one. Oh, boy, they simply throw to the wrong base.
Boy, it's different when you're playing third base. It's one thing if the ball comes at you fast and you're a hitter because you expect it. It's hard to read it off the bat. You have to have great reactions. That's a great play. Well, a couple guys on right now, Gary, with speed at second base. We'll see if they try to put pressure on them and try to start both runners.
Hit in the air to left center. This one going to be fielded by Edmonds. And that's out number 3. So they scratch across a run. 3 hits and a couple left on. And a tie ball game here in Tampa Bay. And welcome to those of you just tuning in. 2K Sports, Major League Baseball. This is Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips and John Crook. And here's Sean Figgins. That one's wide as Jimenez misses.
Well, this guy's really eating up some innings for this team. He's over the 60 pitch mark right now. And I tell you what, that's a lot of pitches for a middle relief pitcher.
The 1-0 now. On the outside corner, 1-1.
Well, you might as well just pack it in. If a guy can consistently throw this kind of pitch down and away, it's going to be very effective.
Here's the 1-1. Good looking fastball. Called the ball though. 2-1. Two-one pitch. And a swing and a miss by Figgins. That knots it up. The pitch. He got him. So far, 8 strikeouts today. And that will keep this game close in the late goings.
Well, you like to see a guy get on base and make things happen, and right there, the pitcher's just better.
Well, in this kind of situation, you want to put faith in a guy like Troy Glaus. He's always been able to find a way to drive in a big run.
One of the league's best players. This is right where you want him. Last inning, he has a chance to be the go-ahead.
Gary, a bit of a stare down between these two right here, trying to get into each other's head a little bit. They know a home run changes the game.
First pitch, a slider outside, 1-0. He went 2 for 10 last year against the Rays. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0. Here's the 2-0. Called strike that time, 2-1.
The pitcher really rearing back and throwing. He's got everything working now, commanding the strike zone with that fastball.
The 2-1 offering. Swung on, liner to right. And Jones takes care of that one. 2 down here in the inning. And it's Molina at the plate. Grounded out his last time through. Base is empty with 2 outs. And the first pitch. Good pitch from Jimenez. Swung on and missed. The pitch. Ball. Outside as Molina takes it for a ball. Last season 0 for 3 off Ubaldo Jimenez. That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. And he's on. That's the go-ahead run.
You have 2 outs in the inning. Your job is to get on base any way you can. Now they have the go-ahead run on base.
And Edmonds settles in.
This is where the manager earns his money. Let's see if this move pays off.
He stands in now with 2 down. Possible go-ahead at first.
Well, look for them to be very aggressive on the bases here. Possibly an attempted steal.
And Edmonds settles in. Hasn't gotten a hit yet today. We'll see what he can do here. 2 outs and a man on first. And the first pitch. Fastball in there, 0-1.
Working ahead in the count in key situations is critical for a pitcher. That first pitch strike could go a long way to getting this guy out.
He swings, hits a ball to right field. That'll do it as they put that one away. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. Still, here in Tampa Bay, we're tied. For those of you just coming on board, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk, bringing you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Here's Crawford's first look. Ball. And he takes it inside, 1-0. He hit .333 last year against the Angels. .1-0 on the way. Here's a swing and a line drive. That retires Crawford. That's 1 away.
Well, this is the kind of situation where Robertson Cano can light up this crowd. What kind of matchup is this?
You got to get your hacks in here. This is the last half of the last inning, and you could be the winning run.
Now, Gary, both guys feeling the intensity of the game right now, trying to look calm, but you know their hearts are racing.
And Cano ready for the first pitch. Fastball taken high, 1-0.
Well, that's just some good old country hardball right there. four-seam fastball up in the zone.
A 1-0 pitch. He watches that fastball. It'll even up the count at 1-1. Here's the pitch. Fastball gets away from him there. 2-1. Must have been fooled there, right down the middle. 2-2.
Well, that's right down the chute. The hitter must have been looking for something else. Otherwise, you have to swing at that.
Now strike three. Robinson Cano. He didn't even take a hack at it. He's gone.
Good velocity on that. You can get away with making some mistakes at that kind of number.
So 2 strikes, you got to protect. You can't just look at that pitch go down the middle.
And Johnny, he certainly wasn't expecting another fastball there.
Oh, that's the problem. You can adjust to off speed, but if you look for something slow and get a heater, you're done.
And Josh Hamilton up, hitting .311 lifetime off the Angels. Hamilton gets set. Here's the delivery. Fastball is high. 1-0. Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0. The 2-0 pitch, a fastball, but he missed. Strike one.
Well, he just reared back and said, here it comes, big boy. Here comes my best fastball. He busted him inside with it.
And Percival sends the 2-1 pitch. Down the left field line. And there we go. The winning run on base.
Let's take a peek back to last season at what Josh Hamilton did and how he ranked. First in batting average, first in slugging percentage, and patience and batting average paid off. His on-base percentage good for second best in the league. That willingness to find any way he could to get on base and help his team.
Two outs and a man on first. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike. Lifetime average .320 against the Angels. Here's the pitch. Smashes that one towards the shortstop. And it's through. That's a base hit for Longoria.
With this big base hit, Gary, they have a chance now to win this ball game. The winning run on base. Now they need somebody else to step up right here and try to get it done.
Two men on and 2 men out. Percival sets and throws. Oh, he's going to try to make the play. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. No runs and a couple of hits and 2 left on. Tied here in Tampa Bay. We head to the 10th. End of the order is going to try and kick it off offensively.
Well, this is what you pay good money for to come to a ball game for a moment just like this.
Top half of this extra inning with a batter who could be the go-ahead and maybe the winning run.
Now this is going to be an all-out war right here, Gary. Both guys going to bring their best stuff.
Daly with the delivery. First pitch, fastball, 0-1.
Oh, Gary, that's a great four-seam fastball, but when you lay it down the heart of the plate, you know you're at risk for the ball getting tattooed. Unfortunately, the hitter didn't swing.
This is that fastball already 0-2.
He says, I'm going to go at him, but I'm going to go at him away so that I can't get hurt. He just runs that fastball by him.
Swing and a miss on the breaker, 1 down.
Well, it's a huge breaking ball at 78 miles per hour.
Well, sometimes you get fooled so badly, there's just nothing else you can do but hope and pray that you put the ball in play, hopefully foul, to get another pitch to hit.
Their shortstop in the box. Drove in a run earlier in the game. Base is empty, one out. First pitch. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And Crawford picks it up.
Well, they followed the advanced scouting reports to a T. They played the outfielders back that time, and he hit it right into the teeth of the defense. Well, everyone being treated to some intense moments here. A lot of fun.
Top half of this extra inning, and this is where these battles between hitters and pitchers become very intense.
If you talk to both of these managers, Gary, they'd say, I want this pitcher on the mound, and the other would say, I want this hitter at the plate.
Two outs and nobody on. The first pitch. And that's in there. Bailey ahead now, 0-1. Here's the pitch. And Ramirez fields the ball. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. In, out of the inning. 6 pitches and it's over. And a tie ball game here in Tampa Bay. And if you just joined us, our broadcast of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. I'm Gary Thorne. And the pitch to Jones. Percival gets him to swing and a miss for his strike. That swung on and flied to right. That's one away. And here's how the league home run total stood up last year, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, Jose Bautista. Second, Paul Konerko. Miguel Cabrera third. Fourth spot held by Mark Teixeira. Fifth best, Josh Hamilton.
Well, this is a list of guys that when they get in there, they're looking to do some damage to really hurt the opposition. Looking to drive the ball. It's not just about contact, it's about hard contact.
One out, base is empty. Here's the delivery. Fastball, and this is away. 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Jose Bautista, no contact, even count. Missed with the fastball outside. 2-1. Fastball on the black. He doesn't get the call though, and it's 3-1.
Well, I tell you what, the offensive team is really doing a good job right now. You never want your closer to throw over 30 pitches, but that's where they have him right now. Let's see if they can try to finish him off.
Missed with that, and now the possible winning run is on.
Pitcher tried to expand the strike zone to get the hitter to chase, but he didn't chase. Take your base.
And Santana's in the box. He's batting with a possibility that winning run on first base could be his RBI.
Well, with one out, they have to be thinking double play. Give us a ground ball.
Bautista's on at first. Here's the first pitch to Santana. First pitch, and he misses the fastball. Strike one. Oh, and 1. Percival kicks and delivers. Line drive.
Well, he hit this one on the screws, but luckily the first baseman had it positioned properly and had a big old glove over there to get him out.
So Alexei Ramirez is batting.
Well, they needed a little extra speed out there to cover the bases, potentially steal a base. Let's see if this added speed pays off.
He's really looking to keep this going. There are, however, 2 down.
Well, a gapper could be a game-winning base hit here, so look for the outfield to play nothing over their head.
And that runner at first will be flying on contact. Watches a curve in there for strike 1.
Now it's important to get that first strike. Now the pitcher in the catbird seat.
Oh, here's Pedroia running. And his throw, he is out. Great throw. And they are retired in short order. Good defensive half inning. Post-regulation, extra innings here in Tampa Bay.
A late inning showdown right now.
Top half of this extra inning with a batter who could be the go-ahead and maybe the winning run.
Now this is going to be an all-out war right here, Gary. Both guys going to bring their best stuff.
Bailey with the delivery. Cutter just off the black, and he falls behind 2-0. And that swung on and hit. And Jones. And that's number 1. Salmon up now.
When you're looking to generate offense, speed can be an important factor. They bring in the faster base runner now. Let's see if he can do something.
Struck out swinging his last time up. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the first pitch.
Ball.
That one's wide as Bailey misses. "1-0 is a fastball that runs away. 2-0. Now the 2-0 pitch. That fastball is in for a strike. 2-1.
Well, that cut fastball away. It looks like it's coming down the heart of the plate. Runs to the outside corner. It tends to turn into a pop-up.
2-1 pitch, a cut fastball. Swung on and missed. 2-2. Fastball got him. 2 down.
Now we're going to get a chance, Gary, to see the 4-seam fastball on K-Cam. With 2 strikes, the hitter wanted the fastball. He got it, but didn't do anything with it.
Two out, space is empty. Fresh count, Figgins, here it comes.
Ball 1.
A ball there as Bailey misses.
Well, he tried to go outside on the outside corner with that fastball right there. Just got a little bit off the plate. He's got to be careful, though. You don't want that hitter to get his arms extended.
1-0 pitch, fastball high, 2-0. Here's the delivery. The 2-0 pitch, a fastball taken for a strike.
Oh, good life on this fastball as he just buries it down and away.
He's off a pitch called strike. 2-2.
Oh!
And it goes foul. There's a swing and contact. This one to Hamilton. And he cannot cut it off. Take the risk, and sometimes it pays off, and it does there.
Well, I tell you what, it's a risk. There's no question about it. He got in safely, but I have to consider whether it's a risk worth taking. Well, in this kind of situation, you want to put faith in a guy like Troy Glaus. He's always been able to find a way to drive in a big run.
And he is batting here late in the game in a crucial spot.
Well, you've got a base runner. You don't know if you're going to get another opportunity. The game may be on the line right here.
This is the chance at a game-winning RBI. Here's the first pitch. Good pitch from Bailey. Swung on and missed.
As a hitter with a runner on base, you want to stay aggressive. When you fall behind in the count, it makes it difficult to do that.
Now a spin and a throwback to second. And he's back in standing up. He deals. Ball. Good patience. Troy Glaus lets it go by for a ball and an even count.
Well, he tried that four-seam fastball up in the zone to get him the chase. Tough pitch to lay off of. Good job by the hitter.
A throw back to second. Just trying to keep him honest over there. Boy, excellent movement to the cutter, and it's 1-2.
Well, he's got good movement on that cut fastball, and it tailed right beyond his bat. Couldn't make contact.
The 1-2 on its way. Good patience. Troy Glaus lets it go by for a ball and an even count. He fouls that one off.
Foul!
Glaus makes contact. That'll be fouled away.
Well, anytime you have two strikes, if you look at the pitch coming out of the pitcher's hand and you think it's going to be a borderline pitch, you better swing. You don't leave it in the hands of the umpire. Take your chances, and that's what he did. He fouled it off. Now he's going to see another one.
Swing, and that one hit Hamilton. That one falls in there for a base hit. And they bring him home and take the lead.
Well, you want to see why some guys are great run producers and some guys struggle in those situations? Look at the battle he had right there in this at-bat. A long at-bat, but he comes through with that clutch RBI hit.
Let's see what the RBI means for their win expectancy.
Well, you wonder he had the energy to run to first base after seeing that many pitches, fouling off pitches, taking tough pitches, but he did. Well, thank goodness he only had to run 90 feet because I'd imagine he was pretty tired.
Downing in the box. Steve, you get that feeling right now this offense is not going to be stopped. They've got themselves a lead late.
A big-time clutch hitting we're seeing right there, Gary. They break the tie in extra innings with that one.
And, Steve, the beauty of extra inning baseball is you don't have much time, you don't have many outs. You got to make everything count. 0-1. Bailey kicks and throws. Takes that breaking ball. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, you're right. You have to make everything count, and they made it count in this frame. The question is, can they add on, and then can the pitching shut the door?
Tried to get him to chase that curve. It's 1-2.
Well, the setup man right now is over the 30 pitch mark, and I tell you, these guys are used to having quick innings and basically only pitching 1 inning at a time. The more pitches he throws, the better chance the opposition has of hitting him.
Cutter just about frozen, but it's full now.
Oh, it's a good pitch with a cut fastball. When you're throwing this pitch, you want to start it on the corner, run it off the plate, trying to get the hitter to chase. Good piece of hitting to lay off of it.
Full count pitch. There's a swing, line drive, center field, and another hit back-to-back. And he gets in there without a throw.
Clearly, he's starting to wear down out there. 3 straight hits against him. He doesn't have the velocity or the bite on his pitches that he had earlier in the game.
Two down. Runners at first and second. Here's Edmonds' first look. That one's too high. Take it for a ball as Bailey tries upstairs.
Well, a cut fastball up and away can be dangerous because that pitch can run over the plate. Fortunately, the hitter laid off it and didn't get hurt.
Ready with a 1-0. Back up the middle. Oh, Ramirez, a dive. He's up. And he's out at first. What an out. Well, they scratch across a run. 3 hits and a couple left on. LA's got the lead now.
What a great opportunity for Alexis Ramirez to show what he's made of and come up big for his teammates.
In extra innings, bottom half here. If they don't come back, they're going to lose this thing. He represents the tying run.
Gary, tough hitter here, but the key is he just wants to keep the ball in the ballpark. Don't give up the home run.
Smash towards the hole. Snow. And they'll record the out at first base. Good timing on that play.
They might not have been able to get him out at the plate, but a short run over to first, and he still retires his man.
Almost got that base runner on. Take a look at the replay.
Well, this guy always gets down the line in a hurry. They've got to come up firing, and they get him just in time.
Good speed, better defense. And so with one down, we'll see Carl Crawford. Lined out last time up. Here's Crawford's first look. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
Well, when you throw the fastball, that's where you want it to go. Now you can elevate a pitch next time around.
Percival sets and throws. Hit in the air to center field. And that gets the tying run on board.
Now, Carl Crawford can impact the game in a lot of ways. Let's check out last season and how he ended up in the rankings. First in triples, first in stolen bases, and of course, he got his base hits. He was ranked in the top 10 in hits in the league, getting the job done, finding a way to get on base. Well, this is where Carl Crawford's speed comes into play. He can absolutely fly. One of the best base stealers in the game.
Ball. Pitch out. Nothing was on, though. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a drive. Deep left center. 2 down. And that'll hold the runner at first. Now the State Farm leaderboard, we take a look at who the league leaders in slugging percentage were last year. Number 1 is Josh Hamilton. Miguel Cabrera is second. Jose Bautista third. Paul Konerko fourth. And finally, it's Adrian Beltre, number 5.
Well, this is a list of hitters that strikes fear in the opposition pitching. They have to because they know with one swing of the bat, they can change the score of the game.
A runner on first with 2 outs. The pitch, and a fly ball could be the last out. This one to Figgins. And you just saw it, folks. That's going to be the last play of this game.
Well, they picked up a big run in the final inning, Gary, and then held the lead. And the visiting team going home happy.
And it's that time in our broadcast where we bestow upon some lucky winner the player of the game honors.
Well, the tone of the game is set by the leadoff hitter, and that's how they won this game today. He was pesky, he worked the count, he made the pitcher work, and he jump-started this offense. That's why they got the big win.
And they come into hostile territory, Steve, and take this one by 1 run.
Well, both teams had a chance to win it. Goes down to the very end, but the visiting club outplayed them.
And until next time, this is Gary Thorne, along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We'll catch you at the yard.